Hey, what's up, everyone? I am here at E3 2017. Right now, I am at the Sony booth to talk to Kurt and Shaun from Naughty Dog about Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for
having us.
Yeah.
Glad to have you. All right, so it's pretty hard to deny the way Sony opened their press conference this year was with an incredible performance and a brand new trailer for Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Tell us a little bit about what we're going to see in this new chapter in the series.
Shaun, wanna go?
Well, The Lost Legacy is centered around the wheeling, dealing hustler, Chloe Fraser. She's after the tusk of Ganesh, a fabled treasure of the great Hosala people. She's got recent intel that an artifact that was unearthed may hold the clues to where the tusk location, where the tusk's at. But unfortunately for Chloe, that artifact is in the possession of this ruthless warmonger, Asav. So desperate to get her hands on this artifact, she enlists the help of the only person she knows that's knowledgeable about Asav, former paramilitary leader of Shoreline, Nadine Ross. And of course, the two couldn't be further apart.
So, and yeah, it has everything that every Uncharted game has. It's got blockbuster set pieces. It's got big open exploration areas, and you know, the great character dynamics you come to expect from Naughty Dog game.
All right, so obviously some things that are going to feel a little bit familiar to us, but there are some things that are different. One of the things I want to touch on is you mentioned that Chloe-Nadine relationship. This is not necessarily like Nate and Sully. This is a little more volatile relationship.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah, I mean, they both have this kind of self-preservationist instincts, but yeah, with like Shaun said, you know, Nadine's a little more logical, more military. Chloe is a little more improvisational and seat of her pants kind of treasure hunter, true treasure hunter. So the way that they think about things and approach things, there's going to be some conflict there. And you know, for example, in the demo, in the floor demo that we're showing here, they're hiding in the bushes, and Chloe says, "I'll take left, you take right," and Nadine just goes and kicks both their asses. So yeah, Nadine is the muscle. She brings like a lot of that powerhouse melee that we saw in Uncharted 4. Now she's on your side, so you get to use that to your advantage against Asav and his men.
That sounds like a good thing, because Nadine was a very worthy adversary in Uncharted 4. She was tough.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me, where in the timeline of the Uncharted series does this take place?
It's about a year after Uncharted 4, not the epilogue, but just where they left it off. So it's within that span of time, so it's after Uncharted 4, probably a year after.
Okay, so one thing that I was interested in, obviously as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait, is this an expansion? What is this? This is a full standalone game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's it grew from what we initially had incepted, and now, yeah, it's a full game, and it's got everything that Uncharted has in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it grew out of, yeah, like, you know, it was a smaller idea. We started exploring many storylines, and this one we gravitated towards, and just by the nature of the fact that Chloe was a blank canvas, to tell her story, we had to go back to India, we had to go back to the Western Ghats, we had to, you know, just in sheer scope, it just started evolving to get this full narrative
To really
experience.
tell the story and these characters and the relationships, we needed the room to tell that story.
So organically it just grew into this.
That's fantastic. So I have to ask, are we going to see any other familiar characters from the series in this game?
Right now, it's focused on Nadine and Chloe, and there are two really great, interesting characters. There's some fun references to the other games in there. So yeah, fans will definitely get a lot out of it that have played the previous games.
So if you didn't play the previous games, you can still pick up right here and start with this one. But if you did, there's going to be some, you know, references and things that you'll get.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so a lot of familiar things here. We're going to get all of the great platforming and combat that we love from Uncharted. Tell me what's new.
Yeah, I mean, when we think about the mechanics of the game and where we want to evolve from Uncharted 4, we think about Chloe as a character and, you know, what kind of stuff she brings to the table. And, you know, we showed in the PSX demo in December, there's a lockpick mechanic that she does, and that is a game-wide thing where you can find enemy encampments and crates and like unlock to get bonus, you know, weapons and treasures. So, you know, the broad idea is to give the player more choice in how they can approach things. So there's more stealth opportunities. There's silenced weapons like we've never had. We're doing bigger exploration than we've ever done. So there's definitely parts of the game where you can really drive around and kind of feel out of space and really discover hidden things. It's great.
And you have the options to go in stealth or go into combat. So it's pretty cool to have those choices.
So you can sort of play how you want.
Exactly.
We've talked a lot about the story of Uncharted Lost Legacy. Is there a multiplayer component?
Yeah, so we're kind of unifying the Uncharted multiplayer, so it comes with every piece of multiplayer and DLC that we've released for Uncharted 4. So yeah, no matter which game you have, you both play the same thing, and it comes with everything. And there's going to be some new Lost Legacy content as well.
So if I have Uncharted 4 and you have Lost Legacy, we can both get online and play multiplayer together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so exclusively for PS4, when can we get our hands on Uncharted: The Lost Legacy?
It comes out August 22nd, 23rd, depending on the time zone.
Yeah, PlayStation, exclusive to PlayStation 4.
Yes.
All right, there you go. August 22nd, exclusively on PlayStation 4, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.